Hello there. So this video, we're going to talk about Project 1A. It's our first major project, if you will. It's coming up really quickly. I'll probably continue to remind you of this throughout the semester, but this course is normally taught over 16 weeks, and we're cramming this all into 12. So after your discussion posts and stuff this week, and as I'll talk to you more over the weekend about the material we read this week, as I'll respond to and reply to your discussion posts, both by making comments to your posts, as well as I'll submit a video and we'll demonstrate how that kind of ties into this, and I'll talk a little bit about that for Project 1A. So just as a heads up, Project 1A next week, so a week from Friday, we need to have some rough drafts coming in, right? So we'll do peer review next week, and so we'll talk a little bit more about that, videos for next week for what's happening. But in the meantime, just to get us, I want you to be thinking about it. I want you to start planning because I know a lot of you work and stuff at different times, and now that we're trying to get through week one here and kind of get things going, so I wanted to go ahead and provide this to you right here. So let's. So I'm on the home page of a WordPress site. I'm going to go to Projects, and I'm going to go to Project 1A, and I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the things, some of the features about this project that I want you to kind of keep in mind. So the first one being, this is not going to be probably. Unless you've taken this course before perhaps, or maybe you've taken a course similar to it, this is not going to be your typical resume. We're going to really start to pay attention to the design features that we learned from Kramer and Bernhardt. You're going to see the page as a grid. You're going to really be concerned about active versus passive white space. We're definitely going to bring in the use of structures. We're going to really stress hierarchy. We're going to stress typography. We're going to stress columns. We're going to think about tables. We're going to have headings and subheadings. We're going to think about consistency with those headings and subheadings so that we can overall, what Kramer and Bernhardt say, and I agree with, control the document. You need to be in control of the document. So all those things are going to come into play here. So that's why we started off talking about Kramer and Bernhardt. And then as you may recall, what does Markel say that technical communication is? Discover, shape, and transmit information. So on a resume, the discovery we're going to do has to do with the first bullet point under assignment prompt. That's a job posting. All right. You need to find a job in your field, your idyllic dream job. You're done. You are going to apply for this job. If you're a chemical engineer and you're in within a particular specialty within that field, you will go find a job that you can see yourself actually applying to, not just any job, but a realistic job that if you had just graduated this past Tuesday, and you've got the degree in hand, is that the job you would apply for? So that's part of the discovery for this particular assignment. Is you need to find an actual job post for your field. The other option for this is an actual internship that you are actually going to be, let's say if you've got an internship or something like that you want to apply for the fall, that works also, okay? It just needs to be something that's very realistic. This is not a job, and I don't say this in a negative way, this is not to be a cashier at Walmart. If you're going into retail, if you're in supply chain management, or if you're in business major and you're in marketing or accounting and finance, and Walmart's a company that you would want to work for, then go find a job at Walmart that is actually doing that kind of a thing. And I just want to make sure that's clear, that the difference is we're looking at if it's not an internship specifically related to your field, then it needs to be that professional job when you're done. Okay. All right. So you need to find that job posting, and when you find it, hang on to it. Download it as a PDF, copy and paste it, because this is where you have to submit that with your assignment. Resume and cover letters, each one that you design, are very specific to audience and purpose. Right? We're going to be specific things about that job posting, about those qualifications, about the job description, about the place of employment, about the milieu, the nature, the culture, whatever of that particular place that you need to respond to. Okay, so make sure that hang on to it. Okay, you need it. It's a requirement for this assignment. Then your resume, right? Bullet point number 2 there, right? We need an attractive, accurate, scannable list of your credentials and contact information. So here, part of the discovery for your resume is make sure you've got all the things that you've done, right? You discover through reading the job posting the kind of things that they're looking for. So you're going to need to discover with those keywords, right? What are the particular things that they're looking for? Because you need to have a correlation. Unfortunately, nowadays, a lot of our electronic resumes, when they go out there into the ether and they make their way to a particular company, whether it's through LinkedIn or other, they're scanned. Basically, what that means is that keyword searches are performed, and so potentially, before any human being actually looks at the doggone thing, they're scanned through different softwares and algorithms. So. And then thirdly, or finally, I guess you'd say, the third bullet point is your cover letter. So this is going to be, the cover letter is going to be a one-page, both of these are one-page, you know, one-page resume and a one-page cover letter. This needs to respond specifically to the job ad, and that's why the job posting becomes so critical, because you're going to be responding to that particular job ad. Okay, so that's the so your supporting text down here. Of course, we're going to read Markel chapter 10, writing job application materials, and we'll go into detail as to far, and I will show you examples next week of well-written resumes, well-designed resumes. Also well-written cover letters that are responding to a particular job posting, and we'll go over some examples next week for that. But I think a good starting point for you to think about for Project 1A, especially if you're kind of starting to complete the readings for this week, and you're getting your discussion post done for Friday, and then of course you'll respond to a few more of your classmates by Sunday. You'll have some time once you get the bulk of the reading done this week. You need to really start thinking about Project 1A, and you need to start looking at that. Look for that job posting. Get that job posting. That's key item number 1. You can't write the resume without the job posting. You can't write the cover letter without the job posting. So get that job posting. So I just want to reiterate minimum requirements. You must submit the proof of job postings. When you find that job, hang on to it, copy and paste it down into a PDF or a Word document on your computer, because you'll need to submit that and hand that in next week. One-page resume and a one-page cover letter. Okay, so that's basically a nice overview for Project 1A. Get you thinking about things if you want to start looking for a job, an actual job posting within your field. I encourage you to begin that process. All right, that's it for now. If you guys have any questions, as always, please email me and let me know if there's anything more that I can do for you. Otherwise, I'll probably be back to you on Saturday. We'll start talking about a little bit about next week, and then we'll also we'll talk a little bit about this particular week. I'm going to talk about Markel, and we'll talk about Kramer and Bernhardt, because I want to see your responses and posts, and we'll go from there. Talk to you all soon. Bye.